Play our final piece of the evening. I want to just introduce some of our people that have been helping this particular orchestra. So if you were a TA, can you get someplace visible? Okay, so you can find some corners or lights. Our TA program here is really special. It's not like a TA of what you might expect where they're just filing papers or doing things that are fairly mundane and just, maybe the teacher doesn't want to do it and give it to a kid, they can take care of it. They're truly teachers' assistants. They're tuning the students, correcting the students, supporting the students, evaluating the students, giving feedback. They're doing everything that a teacher would, but at a level of communication that's really welcoming and kind because they're all peers and colleagues. The wonderful students that you see here, these 8th graders standing up all around the beginners, have been helping to make this orchestra possible. So I'd really like to make a very generous round of applause for all these amazing young people. And they stay with us for the first semester, and then their schedule changes, and we get new TAs, which is always sad, but what's nice is that these students have now seen what helping others can look like, and they begin to do a lot more of that as there's a transition with new TAs, and new TAs learn how to communicate, and how to correct, and how to support. It's always a wonderful thing to see what they're able to do in the second semester. So there's that. I'd also like to mention, as you came in today, there are all these wonderful volunteers. Castellaro is filled with amazing families who donate so much of their time. Our orchestra rep is Miss Sharon, and she runs everything. Basically, I get to wave my arms like someone doing a Zumba workout. I get to tune instruments and play the piano, and Miss Sharon does the rest. So if we could have a big round of applause for Miss Sharon and all the things that she does for the orchestra. And then we have our Castellaro Music Booster program with our president, Ms. Charlene, and she's just so kind and generous with her time. Without our nonprofit status, not all of this is possible. Castellaro cannot fund 440 string instruments. They can't manage all the trips and tours that we do. That is well beyond the scope of a normal middle school. So thanks to our booster program and all of you, we're able to provide all of these things for free so that all of our students have access to music at our school. So thank you to CMBC and thank you to Ms. Charlene. And speaking of, since it is Giving Tuesday, if today is something that you want to see more of and give access to generations of students, we ask, of course, for your in-kind donations, or if you know someone who's really would be excited to see what's possible with young people in a public school, and they want to get them connected, please share the QR code that takes us to the CMBC website, and we just keep providing everything that you see in front of you. We have all of these incredible guests. You'll see all of them in the program. We have our digital program, which gives the bios of Dr. Lin and Dr. Kim and a variety of doctors that can't fix a broken ankle, but boy, do they play the cello and the violin well. We have so many wonderful people contributing, and that's all possible thanks to your donations. So thank you again to all of you. Thank you again to all of these wonderful young people. And here's one more little tune for you. And this will be a nice photo op. I know it's nice to be able to see your kid. I understand that. I have 2 kids of my own. It's nice. And so this little feature here will help with some of that. It's a very well-known little tune. And first we're all going to play it together. And when we're done playing it all together, we're going to have different sections stand up and play it. Nice little photo opportunity. You might have noticed we have a photographer on site today who's donating her services. She's just documenting the performance, and she'll be sharing those photos, which is really nice. But of course, it's nice to zoom in on your own kiddo as well. This is Can. Big round of applause for all 100 of them. And now, if you are the proud family member or friend of a violinist, with the beginning violins, please stand up. because these are your kiddos, we're going to see which section gets the biggest applause, which will inspire our audience to show how much they're impressed with all of your work this evening. You'll also notice there are about 60 violinists, and when we get to the bass section, there are 7. So those 7 families, and maybe everyone else, will cheer wildly as well. Next up, we have what's known as college scholarship, aka the violas. Please stand up. And now, the cellos, please stay seated. You'll notice the cellists reach almost 70 feet across, yet because they're such great listeners, they will play can brilliantly for you. The bases have recruited some reinforcements. Excellent, strength in numbers. Let's put our hands together for the few, the proud, the bases. Well, let's bring everyone back together, but this time a little bit faster.